Hi guys, this is Sharon, and I am blown away. Yes, I am. I told you guys that I was going to work on Genesis heat set paints next, and I put one layer on this Juliet kit using a combination of Flesh 07, Warm Blush, and Raw Sienna. And I used this palette here that Bountiful Baby sells, which is a piece of crap. Sorry for the language, but you cannot get a decent amount of paint and thinner, which is in that little bottle there, which is also a piece of garbage. I'm going to go back to my little squeeze bottle because that leaks all over the place. But you cannot, you can't get a decent amount of mixture. Yeah, and I'm going to go back to my little Pyrex glass dishes because I found myself having to mix the same batch of paint 3 times to just do one coat on this baby. And let me tell you, I was so used to air dry paints that I found using the Genesis paints, getting a smooth, even surface on the baby was more difficult. I started out brushing the paint on the arm and then pouncing it with a cosmetic wedge, and it got streaky pretty quickly. That's George. So I went back to just putting the paint on the cosmetic wedge and pouncing it directly on the vinyl. But let me tell you that it takes, oh man, George is really screaming now. It takes such a long time to get the paint even. I'm not kidding. I had to keep going over it and using my sponge as almost as a brush in order to get all of the shiny and matte marks and streaks even. So I'm not sure about these Genesis paints. I am so used to my air dry paints that it is a bigger learning curve than I was thinking it was going to be. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this. And also I was wearing my these gloves. And I have not become accustomed to painting with these gloves. It's difficult for me. Not only do I have arthritic fingers, but maneuvering the vinyl with these gloves, oh my gosh, it was so difficult. But I don't want to get my hands in this thinner. So what to do? I'm going to try to paint without the gloves and try not to get my hands in the thinner. That's what I'm going to do because it was just too hard. Oh, goodness gracious. So yeah, so I'm going to go get my squeeze bottle that I used to use, get rid of this little bottle, get rid of this, get my little Pyrex glass custard dishes back, and try the second layer before I send these back to Bountiful Baby. And I'm sending this thing back for sure. Sorry about George screaming. Oh my goodness. All right, so that's my my experience with going back to Genesis for the first layer on this Juliet kit. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.